Unit 1, Assessment 5. We're looking at Step 2, and we're supposed to insert a formula here in E3. And what we want to try to figure out is the gross pay. That's the total amount of pay that each employee is getting before we take out withholding tax and Social Security tax. So this is their hours times how many hours a week they work, and then plus overtime. So I have made the formula up here, and I'll click on it so you can see what we've done. So we have to use parentheses to divide up the different parts of the problem, and this is where we are using some math. So $55 times 40, that's my regular rate. And then we have to add this overtime in here, and for overtime we get paid 1.5 times our hourly rate. So then I add a plus and another parentheses, and then I'm going to multiply my hours of overtime, and then I put in another parentheses because I have to figure out what my overtime rate is. My overtime rate is my hourly rate times overtime 1.5, and I put the dollar signs around there so that when I copy this formula down in the column of E, it always retrieves this overtime rate. So I'm going to press enter, and I'm going to copy it down, and then I'm going to go back and show you one other thing. So that's all the farther that we need to put it. If I copy it all the way down here, it just puts a dash in there because there is no employee in this row. So and you'll notice that the B18 stays the same in every formula. If I had not put the dollar signs around there, let's see what would happen. So I'm going to, if I click here and use the F4 key on my keyboard, which is the very top row, it toggles those dollar signs. Those dollar signs are kind of like padlocks. They lock in the cell that I am looking for. So if we take them off and then I copy down, oops, I hit escape to get rid of that copy down. I forgot to press enter. There we go. So it's going to change my amount, and it's not correct because it's not adding in any of the overtime. You'll notice that this right here turns into B19, B20, B21. So I want to go up here. I'm going to click on B18. I'm going to push F4 one time, and then you'll see that it'll lock in that cell. Now I'm going to copy down. So it's going to be a similar process for the withholding tax here. We're going to insert a formula, so I type in equals. We want to multiply the gross pay, which is this, times the withholding tax rate, which is down here. So type my asterisk. I'm going to put this withholding tax rate in, and I'm going to press my F4 key. If you have a laptop, you might have to hold down the FN key to get your F4 key to work. So this is the amount of withholding tax. And enter, and then we'll copy that down. So I did the same process for Social Security tax here, so I'm going to let you do that. If you have questions, please ask, and then let's calculate the net pay. So I skipped a step to let you do that. And then we're now on step 5. So we want to add the Social Security tax and the withholding tax together, and then we want to subtract this from the gross pay. So I'm going to start this way. I'm going to put the gross pay in first, and then I'm going to say minus, and I'm going to use my parentheses here, this plus this, close parentheses. So that's our gross pay minus withholding tax and Social Security tax added together. And then I'm going to copy that amount down. I don't have to enter any absolute cell references because I'm copying straight across for each formula. Okay, good luck, and please ask if you have questions.